first, bro. It's just my pride. Some people be made for it, some people don't. It's not gonna win. You better be ready.
It's Gervonta Davis's 7th day in training camp, and Prime Video has just released a new behind-the-scenes look at how the boxing legend is preparing for his upcoming fight. One moment in particular has taken the internet by storm, a viral clip that's been making waves since this morning. In the newly released training footage, Davis showcases an extraordinary and rare skill set as he hammers through punch routines with his padman at blistering speed. The precision, rhythm, and explosiveness on display are nothing short of elite, as he sharpens his tools ahead of his lightweight showdown against Lamont Rematch on Saturday, August 16th, at the Barclays Center in New York. The video captures more than just physical conditioning. It reveals a fighter whose training style is so distinctive it's already drawing comparisons to the legendary Floyd Mayweather. Tank can be seen running through a series of punch routines with his padman, but what truly stands out is the flawless coordination, blistering speed, and pinpoint accuracy with which he delivers each combination. The entire sequence unfolds. With such precision it feels almost choreographed, like a perfectly timed performance rather than a training drill.
Let's go.
While some critics may still talk about cherry-picking opponents or ducking challenges, Gervonta Davis continues to let his skills and power do the talking, and his latest training footage is yet another reminder of that. His talent is undeniable, and this new glimpse behind the scenes reinforces just how sharp he truly is. When it comes to power, many have argued that Davis hits with the force of a middleweight, thanks to his incredible knockout ratio. Though his career has largely been defined by his devastating power, Tank has the technical skill to match, and he made that crystal clear in this training session.
When you're hungry, you're chasing something, the grind comes naturally. Good. But once you're comfortable, that fire can fade. Unless it was never about comfort in the first place.
There's often a familiar critique when it comes to Gervonta Davis's fights, that he tends to give away the early rounds while studying his opponent. It's a strategy that could prove risky against a highly skilled fighter. As usual, much of his training remains focused on his explosive power, but this time, he also put in noticeable work on other key areas: muscle flexibility, strength, and endurance. The newly released video highlights Tank engaging in bodyweight exercises, stretches, and push-ups, giving fans a look at his broader physical preparation. Given his history of missing weight, including the last fight where he had to skip his grand arrival to go jogging in a last-minute effort to cut pounds, this added focus on conditioning seems like a direct response. It's clear the lightweight world champion is taking extra steps to ensure he's both sharp and on weight come fight night. After wrapping up his body exercises, the reigning world champion moved on to the mitts and heavy bag, putting his punch power to the test. He then stepped into a sparring session with an unnamed partner, trading blows in a controlled, yet intense, environment. Following a short break, Davis turned to the camera and declared, taking it all out on August 16th. His speed, strength, confidence, and technical brilliance seem enough to make Lamont Roach think twice about stepping into the ring. With an unbeaten record of 30 professional fights, the American superstar continues to prove why he's one of boxing's elite. Known for his lightning-fast hands and electric movement, Davis has often drawn comparisons to his former mentor, the legendary Floyd Mayweather. But unlike Mayweather, he brings a level of knockout power that's genuinely fearsome. Now fully back in camp, Davis is deep into preparations for his upcoming clash with Roach, officially scheduled for August 16th at the Barclays Center.
We're gonna go 35, 12.
Many years ago, legendary champion Marvin Hagler remarked that it's hard to get up and do road work at 5 a.m. You're sleeping in silk pajamas. In other words,
Tank unleashed a flurry of short, sharp punches at an astonishing pace, leaving fans in awe of his hand speed. The output was so intense, it was almost hard to believe what they were seeing. Reactions poured in quickly, with one fan commenting, "Simply incredible," while another added, "He's just on another level, so talented." One observant fan pointed out, "Bet nobody noticed he's a natural southpaw doing this in an orthodox stance, plus the foot placement. He's really on a different level." The impressive display had fans buzzing, with many already making bold predictions about his upcoming fight. "Tank versus Roach isn't going to last very long," one fan wrote confidently. Another viewer summed it up best. "He looks fight-ready now." Beyond the ring, there's growing excitement around the possibility of Davis one day working with His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh, the visionary behind Riyadh season and a major driving force in boxing's modern resurgence.
Ready, go. 10, 9, 8, 7, power, 6, 5, power, 4, power, 3, 2, one more. Good, sit here. Roll under the bed. Good job.
From Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk to the highly anticipated clash between Dmitry Bivol and Artur Beterbiev, Saudi royal Turki Al-Sheikh has reignited the spark many felt boxing had lost. Yet amid the lineup of global superstars gracing his blockbuster events, one high-profile name remains notably absent: Gervonta "Tank" Davis. Despite Al-Sheikh's growing influence and reputation as boxing's most powerful dealmaker, the Baltimore-born champion has remained outside his orbit. However, Davis has recently addressed why he hasn't aligned with Al-Sheikh's camp and hinted at what it would take to make that happen. According to an Instagram post from Handwrap TV, which reshared comments made by the World Boxing Association lightweight champion Talil Yachty back in February, the 30-year-old explained that he took issue with how the initial approach was handled. "They came at me wrong the first time," Gervonta Davis said, as quoted in the post. He added that they initially told him he'd fight Devin Haney, only to later say Haney was their guy. This back and forth clearly raised concerns for the undefeated power puncher, who felt the situation was unfair and the odds were stacked against him.
It's like people selling that show, like, you know, even the picture where everybody was in the room, you know, like some devils. So this like some devils showed that. There you go with that. That was crazy. And you see how the guy was looked at the
"If Devin is your guy, then you have to pay me right," Davis explained when discussing what it would take for him to work with Al-Sheikh. "I already know what I'm walking into. I've got to get the knockout, otherwise they'll just give it to him." With Devin Haney no longer in the lightweight division and Shakur Stevenson now aligned with Riyadh season, a showdown between Davis and Stevenson is widely considered inevitable. The only way to make that fight happen, according to Davis, is to ensure he's compensated fairly. For now, Davis is focused on his much-anticipated rematch against Lamont Roach Jr., scheduled for August 16, 2025, in Las Vegas, Nevada. This bout follows their controversial draw on March 1st in New York, and fans are eagerly awaiting the decisive outcome.
Come on, man. You want to get Tank over here and fight? Man, I already know what y'all gonna do. Yeah. But every time I say something, it's like I'm hating.
On the other side, Shakur Stevenson is set to defend his WBC lightweight title against William Zepeda on July 12, 2025, at Louis Armstrong Stadium in Queens, New York. Returning to the topic of Davis and Alalshikh, this isn't the first time. Davis has spoken out about his reluctance to work with the Saudi royal. During the Beterbiev vs. Bivol 2 event in February, the Baltimore knockout artist made some startling accusations against the Saudi advisor,